In this lesson, we're going to go over redox reactions, and redox stands for reduction oxidation, and in these type of reactions, the atoms are undergoing a change in oxidation state. And so the two parts of a redox reaction, like I said, are the reduction, which is a gain in electrons, and also we can say that the reduction causes a decrease in oxidation state. And the oxidation part is a loss of electrons. We can also say that this is an increase in oxidation state. And so one easy acronym to remember to keep these two things straight is oil rig. And so the oil stands for oxidation and equals loss is how I remember it. The O for oxidation, the L for loss. And then the rig is reduction equals gain in electrons. And so if we look at a specific example of a redox reaction between hydrogen and fluorine, first we need to determine our two half reactions, which will be the oxidation and reduction halves. And so given that we start with H2 and F2, we know that the oxidation reaction is then going to be with the hydrogen, because it will look like this. Just a second. And so we can see here in this equation, since we're starting with an H2 molecule, our oxidation half is this half reaction. And we can see, like we said, we're losing electrons in the oxidation. And you can see in this reaction, we're losing 2 electrons because they're the products. And then the reduction half is with the fluorine, which is F2 plus 2 electrons yields 2F minus. And so, like we said in our definition, the reduction is the gain in electrons, and you can see here that the 2 electrons this time are reactants, excuse me. And so we are gaining 2 electrons in this case. And so if we combine this into our single equation, we get H2 plus F2 plus 2 electrons yields 2 hydrogens plus 2 fluorine minus plus 2 electrons again. And so here our 2 ions and our products are going to combine to form HF, so we can write this singly again, and then our electrons can, since they're balanced, we can cancel them out. And so we'll be left with H2 plus F2 yields 2HF. And so if we look at this again, we can also see that rather than just looking at whether it gained or lost electrons, we can see that we started with an H2 and then it became an H+. So there was a gain or an increase in its oxidation state. And likewise with the fluorine, we started out as an F2 and went to an F-, so there was a decrease in its oxidation state. So that is just a quick overview of redox reactions.